Welcome, mortals, to the Demon Portal. Tonight's story is called My Wife Cheated on Me, So I Hooked Up with a Succubus, written by Objective Tell 6047. And with that, sit back, grip your seats, and enjoy the show. I downed the glass of straight whiskey in one gulp. The taste and the smell of it burned, like I was drinking fire. I ordered another. The bartender obliged and poured more. I was going to need as much of the drink as I could afford to get over this. My wife has been cheating on me with Tom, the neighbor, for years. She admitted it to me. I came home after getting fired from my job, and just to top it all off, I found them together in our bed. She wore nothing but a lace-strap bra as she was riding him. I only remember shouting my lungs out and seeing red. I might have broken Tom's nose in my episode of Fury. When I calmed down a bit, I found the room to be a mess with sheets, clothing, and random objects about the floor. My ex-wife, and her lover with red running down his nose, huddled on the mattress and looked at me with wide eyes and trembling at the storm of my sheer anger. I glared at them both and told her, "When I come back, you better be gone." And here I was, drowning my pain away. Our marriage wasn't perfect, I admit, but I didn't think it would lead to this. Or maybe it was this bad, and I just didn't see it. I wasn't sure of anything then, except that the alcohol was my only friend, and I would gladly imbibe in that friendship. I had downed my next glass, glad that I was beginning to feel the buzz. Anything to take my mind off of this whole fuck of a day. Rough day, handsome? My thoughts interrupted by a sensual voice. I don't know where she came from, but there she was, right beside me. She was beautiful in the way she came out of a magazine. She was tanned, long, wavy, black-haired, sporting a little black dress I thought every woman wore. She smelled of cocoa butter and flowers, and her eyes and smile just... God, they enveloped my whole body and world. No one drinks that much unless they had a rough day. Every syllable she uttered gave me tingles and intoxicated me in a way that a couple glasses of Jim Beam couldn't. I got fired, and my wife has been cheating on me for years, I blurted out. Booze will just make you open yourself up like a book to anyone. I probably would have spilled my guts out to the disinterested bartender, who probably listened to more stories than mine. I didn't care. I just wanted someone to feel sorry for me. My unnamed guest had a martini in her hand. She grabbed the skewered olive and told me, "You know that the best way to get over a woman is to get inside a new one." She raised her eyebrows and licked her olive in a very suggestive way. It was soon inside her mouth. Before I knew it, we were in some dirty, unimpressive motel room, but I didn't mind. My ex had years of another man behind my back, and god damn it, it was my turn. We were a sweaty mass on arms and legs as I mounted her. At first, she felt cold inside, but the sex was mind-blowing. What me and my wife had was nothing compared to this. She kept moaning, and I moaned and huffed in response. She begged for more and I gave her more. Then I felt tiny scabs on my cock, like tiny thorns digging into it. I yelled ouch in pain and was trying to pull myself out. Then she grabbed my arms. The force she gripped my arms with was almost bone-crushing. "Hey, what are you?" I asked, and I screamed. The woman I was on top of not a minute ago was something else now entirely. Her enticing eyes were now replaced with two black pits, devoid of anything. Her smile split open to reveal fangs. Her tanned skin turned an ashen gray. Her hair had flattened and thinned like a corpse. Her fingernails felt like knives as they dug into my arm and caused me to bleed. "Give me more." She gave off an inhuman, banshee-like wail while I tried to release myself from her bondage. She kept me restrained as I fought my way out of her. I hit the fucking thing as hard as I could, and she cackled at my feeble attempts to fight her off. She stopped laughing when I slammed my fist down her face. She yelled, and I flew off the bed and scurried from the room. I looked back inside, and she was gone. Nowhere to be seen. I went back inside to get my clothes back on. I checked my crotch because I still felt pain. My penis was covered in blisters and cuts. It was covered in some foul-smelling ooze. I washed myself and dressed, then finally got the hell out of there. I called my friend to pick me up. I decided not to go to the hospital. My home is empty. I'm finally divorced. I debate hooking up with a girl again. Then I change my mind when I think of that demonic face, and I feel sharp pains like thorns in my crotch.